Hi, I'm Eileen, and today I will present my case study analysis on the Procter & Gamble company. So, a little bit about the history of P&G. It was founded in 1837 by William Procter and James Gamble. The two of them are from England, and they met two sisters, and they married two sisters, and their dad actually convinced them to start a company together. They immigrated from England and came to the United States. And first, they started to produce soaps and candles. And this small company developed to P&G today, being the largest consumer product companies worldwide. Um, the company actually has operations in 70 countries across the whole world and sells its products in over 180 companies in the world. They have many different products in 5 major segments and market these through a lot of different brands. The headquarters of the company are in Cincinnati, Ohio, and the current CEO is David S. Taylor. Um, the annual revenues are last year they were at $67.68 billion, which compared to 2018, that was a 1.3% increase, and in recent years, their growth levels have been stuck at this level. So this graph shows the 5 basic segments of P&G. The first, for the most sales and operating profit, is the fabric care and home care segment, and it's closely followed by the baby, feminine, family care, and beauty segments, and then the last 2 segments are the grooming and healthcare. So these are just a few examples of the most popular and noticeable brands under the Procter & Gamble company, which probably the most influential ones are Pampers, Gillette, and Charmin and Tide. So some of the strength for the Procter & Gamble company are its marketing and research and development efforts. P&G is known for having large investments put into their marketing and R&D. So for example, in 2018, they invested over $1.9 billion just for this, which is needed for them to stay ahead of their competitors. Another one of their strengths is their large geographical presence. They're actually present in Asia Pacific region, Europe, the Middle East, Africa, and South and North America. This allows them to have efficient product distributions. And another one of their strengths is their market position. Across many product segments, they're the global market leader. For example, for razors and blades, they have 60% of the market share. For oral care, they have 20% of the global market share. And for fabric care, they have 25% of the global market share. This allowed them to build a very strong brand image, and they have many established brands that are trusted by consumers, so many consumers tend to buy products from them as they're familiar with the brand. So some of P&G's weaknesses, one of them are upcoming lawsuits and legal issues that have arisen. So, for example, in 2018, there was a lawsuit filed against the company surrounding the Charmin flushable wipes. Apparently, the company has used false advertising, which resulted in them having to refund consumers, which was a lot of increase in costs, and it also hurt their overall brand image. In addition to that, for their market segment, they're very limited to the consumer product market segment, which could be a problem since the products offered in that market segment are pretty easily to imitate, so they could be replaced by their competitors. In addition to that, they have few outside resources or partners, meaning that their R&D efforts are limited. In the past, they did create the Connect and Develop program, which required them to have 50% of their ideas coming from the outside, but these ideas were still reworked and redeveloped within their own research and development department, resulting in innovation to be slowed down. Some of the opportunities for P&G are growing health concerns and the need for innovative and new medicines. For example, you see in that picture the NyQuil and DayQuil Severe. These are redeveloped products from the traditional NyQuil and DayQuil medicines that are now popular because of their new formula. In addition to that, P&G has a large opportunity in the e-market because there's an increase in popularity to buy products online, since it is easier for the consumers to purchase. There's also an increase in interest in the skincare market, and entering into this market would allow P&G to diversify in an additional market segment and also sell their products through specialty retail channels. Some of the threats for the company are laws and regulations, as P&G sells their products on a global level. There are many different laws and regulations for different countries, as well as tariffs, quotas, and trade barriers that could slow down their selling of products. If the company does not comply with these, it could result in increasing costs and slow down their ability to invest in new opportunities, hence slowing down growth in general of the company. It could also lead to the worsening of the brand image overall. Another threat to the company are its major competitors, which are present for all of its product segments. Since the products are pretty interchangeable, it is hard to keep up with competitors, and competitors include brands as well as private labels by retail stores. Therefore, P&G might be forced to reduce its own prices, and it has to be careful about keeping its advertising budget high. So, some of the recommendations for Procter & Gamble are to rework and develop its research and development department. It needs to improve their Connect and Development program. To do this, it should make acquisitions or form partnerships and ventures in order to gain outside knowledge and come up with new products. In addition to that, P&G should make its products more environmentally friendly, so that it can stand out from its competitors and also gain a new customer base. In addition to that, Procter & Gamble should diversify into new market segments and also develop its service segment. Regarding its service segment, it should build on the dry cleaners and car washes and market them to name them after their famous brands as they're already established. It also has an opportunity to enter the skincare market, so therefore Procter & Gamble should purchase existing skincare businesses and work together with them and market them within their brands so they're built up, and working together with them would also help them develop the products and gain new insights. Lastly, Procter & Gamble should improve its online offerings. This would give them a new channel of selling their products and also help them to increase popularity. If their products are made easily available online for their customers, it would make customers choose their products instead of their competitors. And these are the works cited. Thank you.